All right, so this is great. We can continue here, continue working on here, upload the image to Cloudinary. But before we do that, I want to fix a couple of things in the front end. So you can see here in the account, we are sending the token like this in the headers. Now we have to send token in many different situations later, when we want to update the password, create a new post. When we do things like that, our server, the routes will be protected, right? So each time we need to make sure that we send the token in the axios headers. Now doing it like this works, but it gets kind of messy, you know, and we have to repeat the same code over and over again. Now there is a way we can avoid this one, nice and easy, and that is configuring axios, adding the default token in the headers in the context. So if you go to the context here, axios default base URL, if you remember, we have already added this configuration so that we didn't have to keep typing the whole API, localhost :8000. We didn't have to type all that because it's added to the defaults, right? So we have already configured axios. So in a similar way, we can add the token in the headers as well, so that you don't have to just do all this. All right, so let me undo this one. Let me just remove that. And let me remove this one as well, token. Now we're not sending the token to this post request. Let's see what we get here. Just to give it a try, we should get an error. Okay, what did I do here? The device, I think I restarted. All right, so let's try how this works. Obviously we get an error here. While we wait for this one, let's go and continue working in the context. Okay, so it's done. Let's open the Expo app. I was trying to just shake it out, but it restarted. It might take a while. Okay, so that's our app. Okay, let's upload. Now you can see here, unauthorized error, no token was found. Beautiful. All right, so it works. Now what we need to do is we have removed the token in the context, so we want to configure that here in the headers axios. All right, so we have the default URL. Next one, we want the token. So let me just try to access the token. Let me just put it here. Const token equals to state and state dot token. If we have that, access the token, otherwise empty string, and then we can add it to the headers. Axios dot defaults dot headers dot common. We add authorization. The value will be bearer token. Okay, this way, once you do this one, the axios, the headers will always have the token as long as we have the token in the state. All right, so how good is that? Now with this, we don't have to worry about sending the token each and every time like we did here. So we can give this a try and let's see how this works. Come here, try one more time, upload image, come back here, and you can see here now we have got the user ID. Everything is good because we're sending the token in the headers by default. Awesome. Now there is one more thing we want to do, because I want to give you all the knowledge that you can use in real life situation when you're building a real application. So we have the token, but that token doesn't last forever. It will expire in 7 days. Obviously you can make it be valid for years, doesn't matter, but most likely you don't want to do that. So in a week it will expire. So what will happen when it expires? We have to do something here, right? So we could reissue another token, we could issue refresh token, or we could do something simple, and that is signing out the user from the application so that he have to log in again. So after 7 days, once they log in, after 7 days, if they try to make request to our backend, to the protected route, something like that, that time we will receive the error because the token would be invalid. So at that time, whenever we get error like that, 401, that is the status code for unauthorized error. So whenever we get that unauthorized error, we can forcefully log out the user from our application, so they have to log in again. And that all that can be done with the axios configuration here. So that is nice and easy way to handle the expired tokens. Okay, so I'll show you that one as well, and then we can just continue doing all the fun stuff here, uploading the image, saving in the database and all that. Now before we do that, let me quickly show you that one so that you don't have to worry about the expired tokens.